You can't beat me up, man.
Hey, what up, slacker? This is Boris, absolute Boris, hanging out here on Worthington out here. The trees are green, the leaves are changing. Look at that. Wow, it's beautiful. My favorite time of the year, autumn. Some people call it fall, I call it autumn. You know why they call it fall? Because the leaves are falling. But we're here with J.R. Enfield. He's a libertarian. The libertarians believe in the Constitution. Anyone who is for the Patriot Act is not for the Constitution. Are you for the Patriot Act?
Absolutely not.
Tell me why, JR.
For a host of reasons. It's given the government way too much power to basically overtake us. It subverts the Constitution on every level.
What is the habeas corpus?
Habeas corpus. Oh, you got me. I mean, you know, the right for a fair trial, the right for due process. You know, the right to be treated fairly.
Yeah, that's right.
By the law.
Even the Miranda rights that are supposed to be read to people, it doesn't matter. You're under the jail. You don't even get to call to your lawyer.
No.
Yeah, and that was passed when? Do you remember?
2001.
Yeah. Who did that?
George W. Bush.
Yeah, Jorge Bush down in Texas. Maybe he doesn't speak the Spanish because his papa started this thing called NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. Now, Bill Clinton signed that into law, but this is something, I wonder if these people are working for the same team. They look like an opposition, but it's like Office Depot and Office Max. The same people own it. Sorry, it's the truth. So maybe the same people are in the pocket of these presidents, and that's way up there. Maybe it's a big accusation, but I come to the United States thinking this is a free country. This is a corrupt piece of crap country. I'm sorry. Now, it could be better, so much better, if what I read in the book was true, but it's not true. So, JR, I got another question. You ready? How old's Ron Paul?
Oh, my goodness. How old is Ron Paul? Ron Paul would be 70...
No.
Is he in his 80s?
84.
84 years old.
I believe that's right.
And he still has all the young people on his side.
Now, when he gives like a Giuliani a reading list, have you checked out those books?
No.
No? Okay.
I might be familiar with some of the books, though.
In the Fed?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he has many other books, but his reading list is other people's books. F.A. Hayek, The Road to Serfdom. Have you read it?
I haven't. I've started it. It's you know, The Road to Serfdom, it's basically a history, you know, you go back.
Go on YouTube and look at the cartoon. It's so much easier, but it explains. And you could also read science fiction, Isaac Asimov, Kurt Vonnegut's Harrison Bergeron. It warns us where we are today. Traffic light cameras. They're going to write you a ticket for saying the wrong thing now. How's that not already happening to people? Freedom of speech it's kind of been out the window with political correctness. You're not entitled to have an opinion anymore. This is a free country. You ought to be able to have an opinion and be able to share it with others. Not like a hate organization or anything like that, but hey, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Yeah, mine too, but not because of the money. What about yours?
I like green because of the trees in the spring.
Good, good.
I like to hike and get out in the woods.
Fresh air.
Fresh air.
Fresh air. You know, J.S. grew up here in Kingsport, and when he drive past the Eastman, it reminded him of his papa. But at the same time, he wondered what he's breathing. So even though the smell smells like home and it gives a good feeling, it also maybe give a bad feeling too. People are getting sick. You know that? You know what I'm talking about?
So you think the EPA can solve those issues?
Hell no, that EPA can't. The EPA can protect those companies from the people like me and like a Hunter S. Thompson and like a J.S. Moore. It protect. Don't get me wrong here, okay? The Environmental Protection Agency does not protect you, the citizen. I want to say that again. The EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, does not protect you. I promise. It'll protect the business like the Eastman, okay? Eastman has a acetic acid spill 2 times in 1 week. The Domtar HR director tell me, oh, the spill was far worse than the paper said. I said, well, how big was the paper's article? He said, about that big. That's right, it was about that big on page 6. So, bought and paid for the Times News. What has been your experience with the Times News covering your election candidacy, JR?
The coverage of me has been about nil.
Neil? N-I-L?
N-I-L.
Non-existent?
Non-existent.
You feel invisible right now?
I feel invisible in the eyes of the Kingsport paper.
Pledge of Allegiance, do you know it?
I do know it.
Real quick.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Why'd you skip under God?
It wasn't originally a part of it.
It wasn't originally a part of it?
Nope.
But in God we trust? All others pay cash?
I don't know if, exactly what you mean by that.
It's a famous book by Gene Shepard. It was turned into a movie called The Christmas Story. It'll put your eye out.
So if you don't believe in God, then you're just all about money?
I didn't say that. But oftentimes people that don't serve God, they serve themselves.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Well, I think that my religion's personal to me, and I don't have to share that with anybody.
Yeah. Separation.
I don't have to go out and preach to people that that I'm pro-life, that I'm a Christian. I go to church every Sunday. My religion's between me and my family, and I don't have to.
Okay, JR. All right, this one too.